My name is Andy Sywak, and I'm running for the District 12 director seat for the Osage neighborhood. I've lived in the neighborhood for 10 years. My daughter goes to Open Magnet Charter, and my son will be going there in the fall. I've been involved with WPNS, Open, the local softball and t-ball leagues, and I've been on the Government Affairs Committee since 2018. I love our quiet neighborhood, the sense of belonging in our community. It was great to see how neighbors took care of each other during the pandemic, and it all confirmed that I made the right choice in raising my family here. However, there is much room for improvement, and that is why I'm running for the neighborhood council. Let me discuss my key issues. When the neighborhood was built very quickly in the 1940s, no dedicated parks were built north of Manchester, east of Lincoln, and west of the 405. When I first moved here, it was the first time in my life I could not walk to a park, an experience shared by 54% of all Angelenos. Working with the Education and Government Affairs Committees, I wrote a letter that was passed by the council in March to encourage LAUSD to have its schools grounds used by the public during off hours, a common arrangement in surrounding cities such as Culver City and El Segundo. These discussions are ongoing, but I plan to continue to work on this issue so that everyone in our community can walk to a park. It is very much in the realm of the possible. I would like to make improving city services a priority. It is almost impossible to get streetlights if you live in a block that do not have them. I've submitted petitions for street trees twice and never received them. The maintenance of La Tijera has now been unofficially outsourced to Todd the volunteer because the city refuses to do its job. Now, these are not sexy issues. No activist hops out of bed in the morning wanting to reform the streetlight process. But when basic infrastructure and maintenance is broken, it makes our neighborhood a less pleasant place to live. They do not get the attention they deserve, and I intend to bring attention to them. I am a champion of more housing of all kinds. Nearly 1 in 3 Californians are considering leaving the state because of housing costs. Traditionally, people such as myself, who own their own homes, have used their political power to close rank and push others out through zoning ordinances. I am not in favor of this. The city of Los Angeles is required by the state to build 456,000 units of housing this decade. Neighborhood council should be part of the solution, suggesting areas for increased density to house all residents, because whether we like this or not, this is going to be happening. We have a humanitarian crisis in our streets, and we need to study real evidence-based solutions. We should be leveraging the HHH money and the governor's recently announced $12 billion to help solve our homeless issue and give people the services and housing they need. To facilitate greater engagement with the community, we have much work to do. Professionally, I have worked in state and local government for several years, and I have attended city council meetings for many years. Some of the conduct in neighborhood council meetings has greatly concerned me. Public comment has now been moved to the end of the meeting. I never saw this until this neighborhood council. No member of the public should have to wait until the end of the meeting to speak, and they should have 2 minutes to do so. These are our constituents. They should speak first. The council member's representative should speak at the beginning of the meeting, and she should be treated with respect. If we have an open seat in the council, all effort should be done to place someone in that seat, irrespective of their political views. Too many seats have been vacant for too long for no good reason. This should be a place that values all residential input. So let's improve our neighborhood. Let's open up the schools to the public as parks so kids don't have to play in parking lots. And let's have an inclusive council we can all be proud of that prioritizes public input and welcomes new voices. Thank you.